Hello, what's up, Guru Nation? What it do, man? Spencer the Guru back at you with a brand new mock draft Monday. Back again, per usual. 12-team PPR Superflex, third round reversal. We're going crazy. We're trying some new stuff this week. Shout out to everyone rocking with us. We actually got one spot left in this draft. So this is your lucky day. If you're looking to get in on a mock right away, here it is. But we'll run the intro thing before we get started, so you still got time to jump in, y'all. Hello, what's up, Guru Nation? Hell yeah, man. Guru Nation, we're live and lit. We're live and lit here in New Orleans, Louisiana, where we've been located now for a year. We had our 1 year NOLA anniversary come up this July, so really excited to be in the Big Easy and to stuck in the Big Easy, you know, because it's one of those things when you leave home is sometimes you end up wanting to go back, but I'm glad I've made the move. Bigger city, more opportunity. It's been a lot of fun. So in the meantime, let's get this mock draft going. And we got our special guest, a regular guest. I say he's now a regular guest. He's been on with us now the past months worth of episodes. He's been hitting the gym hard with us. We just dropped our first set of collab rankings over on Instagram. PPR wide receiver ranks 1 through 48, y'all. He's a heavy hitter. He writes for Dr. Roto. You already know him, man. Justin from Fantasy Follow. What's good, bro?
What's up, Spencer? Happy to join you here again on Mock Draft Monday. We've got some OTA action cooking here.
Yeah,
starting to see some of those highlights already.
Yep.
Garrett Wilson going up and making a couple one-handed snags yesterday, looking like a top-end wide receiver one. I'm excited. You know, we got some injuries popping up already where we got to adjust our boards, our rankings. We got to stay on top of this stuff because it can change in a hurry. So we're here, iron and sharpening iron once again. Superflex. Let's get it.
Well said, my friend. Yeah, and speaking of Garrett Wilson, they had someone in the comments, and y'all feel free to jump in the comments over on Instagram what y'all agree with, what y'all disagree with. Dude called us clowns for having Garrett Wilson over Davante Adams. And I will say this, Davante Adams obviously has a better track record, but Garrett Wilson, way better situation. And we all know situation matters just as much as talent a lot of times in fantasy. So, and Garrett Wilson also has the talent. So give me the talent and the situation with Wilson as opposed to just the talent with Adams. And also the age, man. Adams is getting up there.
Yeah, I mean, Wilson went over 1,000 with, you know, what was it, over 70 catches. I think only 4 touchdowns, but, you know, that was with like Zach Wilson, Mike White,
Joe Flacco
getting him the rock. Garbage. Now he's got a GOAT throwing him the ball and Aaron Rodgers. So
yeah, I think that's enough said there because it's like, you know, it's just that upgrade alone puts Wilson as a top 10 receiver in my book. And Davante Adams downgrades quarterbacks for the second straight year. Went from Aaron Rodgers to Derek Carr, now from Derek Carr to Jimmy Garoppolo. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a Saints fan. I mean, Derek Carr is a solid QB, and he's much better than Jimmy G. Like, Jimmy G is just, I mean, he was a product of Kyle Shanahan. Jimmy G is going to get exposed this year. The Raiders, in my opinion, are one of the worst teams in the NFL. And Davante Adams will get his, kind of like the way Cooper Kupp will get his, even though the Rams suck. But to me, if you're in a sucky offense, it caps your ceiling. That's why I'm kind of down on Kupp as well as Davante Adams, because they're in these terrible offenses where guys like Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, CD Lamb, Stephon Diggs, all in explosive elite offenses. So,
I mean, there's a question whether, you know, Jimmy G could even get the ball out to the boundary where Davante Adams is at. I mean, he targets the slot. That's, Adams plays outside. They already have a bunch of other slot receivers. So again, like you said, he's going to get his, but is he going to be top 5? No. Is he going to be top 7 or 8? Maybe not. So a lot of questions there.
Exactly. And yeah, just letting the chat know, waiting for someone to claim this last spot, because it's like, I mean, come on, man, the 101, what are y'all doing? And then I mean, it's like everyone was fired up for it, just like ready to get in on this thing. But now it's like, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Y'all are so fired up, and now it's just like, I don't know, but we'll get it going here. I guess we'll just have to roll, I guess we'll just be a man short, unfortunately, because I can't let the people that are in here wait all day. So sucks, but I guess we're just gonna have to go. I guess we'll give it one more minute here. I got one more question for Justin about 2 players that we kind of differed on in the rankings. We'll start off DeAndre Hopkins, man. You're still high on D-Hop, even though he's going to, in my opinion, one of the worst passing attacks in the NFL. What makes you think he's still going to be a WR2?
Volume. He's going to get volume. They brought him in to use him. He showed last year that he wasn't washed. I mean, his efficiency was there. So they brought him in to be the guy. Treylon Burks isn't quite ready to make that step. So I'm not so high on him. I mean, it's like my wide receiver 22. I mean, it's not like I'm going crazy. So I've seen some analysts that's got him up in the top 15 range. So I'm kind of following a conservative path there. But I mean, I think he'll be viable enough to be in your lineups weekly. Also, I'm not totally out on Treylon Burks either. I think now he'll get some of that number 2 cornerback coverage, which, I think he was going to struggle facing those number 1 corners. And, Burks is a talented player that now you're going to get for, next to nothing. His ADP is going to plummet now with the addition of Hopkins. So not completely out on Burks, not excited as I was for him, because he was going to get so much volume before D-Hop went there, but still a draftable guy for me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm kind of down on Burks too. It's kind of down on the whole Titans offense, but we'll see. I mean, Tanny's done it. Oh, we got it. Oh, it's filled. It's filled.
All right, a Raider fan.
Yep.
Speaking of Devontae Adams, we got a Raider fan in there.
All right. Well, here we go. We're not gonna make him wait. We're gonna start this thing. All right. It's gone underway here. 12-team PPR Super. Oh, I didn't even bring it up. I'm all over the place. All right, here we go. Now we're cooking.
Cooking with gas.
Hell yeah. Pull up the draft board here. This is so funny. As soon as I put something on my story, well, I guess I'll delete that so people don't think don't think there's still a spot.
Wow. McCaffrey.
Oh, he must not know it was Superflex. Although it says on the board Superflex
right there, man.
Yeah, I mean, he can. Yeah, his QB1's probably gonna be pretty rough, but we'll see. We'll see how it ends up. Jalen Hurts, Santana, and yeah, shout out to Santana, man. He's got perfect attendance on Mock Draft Monday. Him and B, man, I feel like they've been in every freaking mock. And shout out to Marty. I believe this is his first time in a Guru Nation Mock Draft Monday. He goes Jalen Hurts and got him at a steal, considering that it's normally always Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, 1, 2, 3 right off the bat. Oh, I'm up now. All right. Well, I guess give me Joey Burrow, bro. I mean, they took Lamar. I mean, shit, gotta go Joey Burrow. Like, it's one of those things that at 1.7, it's like, how can you pass on that? Just, I mean, he's a top 5 QB. And then the ADP. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I set the ADP to 2 QB, so maybe that's just his strategy. Maybe he's consciously going with a skill player first. I wouldn't recommend that, but we'll see how it turns out. Nathan Morris up next. He's another regular. Got a lot of regulars here. And we got a baseball question from Marty. You think Shohei gets traded? I was thinking, yeah, but I'm kind of thinking no now, because it's like the Angels are technically still in it. they've been playing a little better lately, to where I think their owner is gonna delude himself into thinking they're a contender, and I just don't see him trading Ohtani to like the Yankees or the Dodgers. So I'm gonna say Ohtani stays where he's at. Oh no, Nathan gave him Kelsey.
Oh, interesting. Good pick, though.
I hope he does. Yeah, I kind of hope he does too. That would spice things up for sure, because MLB pennant race kind of, I wouldn't say it's predictable. It's pretty spicy as is, but adding Ohtani to somebody would really, really shake it up. Guessing you're not too in tune with the MLB race.
Yeah, I'd be stepping out of my comfort zone there.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, they basically, I was getting. I mean, I'm still pretty much football year round, but I mean, I still like baseball. My dad loves it, so I grew up with it. Cardinals fan, so I still keep an eye on it. Especially with betting. In the summer, baseball all that only thing to bet during the summer. So, I actually gotten more into it these past couple of years now that I'm at the sports betting department with bet.nola.com. So, but anyway, yeah, back to football here. This is our main focus. Justin Fields goes. I actually got Justin Fields in a best ball draft at the 1.7. It's funny, I had the 7th pick in that too, a hustler best ball with Bogart and the guys. But I got Fields there at 7 because all 6 quarterbacks, the first 6 picks were all quarterbacks: Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, Lamar, Burrow, Herbert. So it was between Fields, T-Law, and Jefferson. Almost went Jefferson, but gave the edge to Fields due to that rushing upside. And goes Fields and Hill. Okay. Solid start. Hill is my number 3 receiver, as y'all saw today in the rankings. So not mad at him going there at the 2-1. And Trevor Lawrence falls all the way to the 2nd round. A huge steal in the Superflex. If I was Efrod, I'd have considered Fields and Lawrence. Oh, and now Justin's up here at the 2-3. Bijan, okay. Oh, going 0 QB, and the auto pick went 0 QB as well. Man, the QBs are a slipping, man. You couldn't pull the trigger on your boy Watson?
No, it's just
Brown's dog pound.
Yeah. Not that I don't like him, but it's just, I just Bijan, he could be the RB1. I mean, he's got the ability to be the RB1 here, with his opportunity and talent and the scheme, the Atlanta scheme. What was it, like a 55% rush share last year for Atlanta? All that coach wants to do is run the ball there. And, that's what they made. They invested the 8th overall pick in the NFL draft, when it's like, the NFL is devaluing the running back position these days, and they go up and spend 1st round draft capital on Bijan.
Yeah.
And
because he's more than just a running back.
Yeah, it's just, the best prospect we've seen at the running back position since Barkley.
Yeah, a couple of elite talents there chasing Bijan. Speaking of elite talents, I got your jersey, bro, CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
With Joey Burrow. I thought about maybe going with a 2nd QB, but I was like, give me CD, man. I need an alpha receiver. I want an alpha receiver to start.
I think he was like your number 6 over, or no, he was your
number 4.
He was your
number
4 overall.
I had him over Kupp, and dude in the comments was debating me about that, but I stood my ground. I'm not really that big on Kupp this year. The auto pick gave him to Nathan there, and the reason I'm not that big on Kupp is because of the situation. It's nothing to do with Kupp as a talent, but it's also, though, another thing I brought up was his age. About Kupp being, he's at an age to where a decline could happen as soon as this year. When I say decline, as far as him, I just don't see him being like the overall WR1 anymore.
Yeah, the only thing, like the Vegas sports books, they love Kupp. His projections and like his targets and his catches and all that stuff is like right up there in line still with like Jefferson and Chase. He's just such a focal point of that. He is like the offense.
He is the offense. That's another thing. They don't have enough support. Chase, they got Higgins, Jefferson, they got Addison and Hawk. Like, I mean, it's just they have alternatives. The Rams, what do the Rams have? They have Van Jefferson and Tutu Atwell. Like, is that Ben Skoranek? That scares me, man.
Yeah, I guess I've been a Cup truther, and I guess I'm gonna, until he crashes and burns, I guess I'm on board until it happens. I'm gonna be there, but we'll see. I mean, they said Stafford's looking pretty good in camp. I mean, he's showing like he's healthy, and I don't think they're just gonna give up. I mean, everybody's kind of like, thinking that they're just gonna be like awful. I mean, they're not that far removed from being, they were the Super Bowl champs, right? I mean, they
lost a lot of the key pieces though. Outside of Donald, Cup, and Stafford, they lost pretty much everything else of significance from that team. They lost Jalen Ramsey, Andrew Whitworth, Von Miller. Like, they just don't have much left. Bobby Wagner, well, he wasn't on that team, but I mean, they had him last year, and he's gone now. So it's like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of smelling a tank over there. I'm kind of smelling a tank for Caleb Williams scenario there.
Oh, we got the third round reversal here.
Wow. Yeah, he decided to try it out. Yeah, Efrod took advantage of it there, and old dude, I guess maybe he got mad because he didn't realize it was Superflex. Auto gave him Ken Walker, man. His team's about to stink. But I mean, you got to read the rules. Most important step before the draft: know your league settings. There goes Devontae right after Garrett Wilson. QB?
As he should.
Oh, gotta go QB.
Yeah, gotta go QB on the reversal, right?
And they had a really good one that fell in your lap. Several good ones still left.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, I guess I'll play the.
Yeah, so to me, you had to do it. I mean, Dak was just sitting there like it's by far the best player available in my opinion. Damn, they got some good RBs still there. Holy crap! And some good WRs. Wow, so much talent still on this board.
Yeah, with the third round reversal, I would play that back again, and I might do that differently because of the quality of running back. I could have went quarterback than running back, but I was thinking, yeah, I don't know. It's a good exercise. More and more leagues are going to this third round reversal.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Olave. Give me another alpha receiver. Thought about a running back, but I was like, you know what? The running back, I'm going to be like a real-life NFL GM. The running back position is being devalued. I'm loading up on receivers. Got my franchise QB and my stud receivers to go with it.
Yeah, two good ones.
Hell yeah. And yeah, Saquon. I mean, Saquon, a great value. Almost took him, but I mean, that holdout could be a real thing there. And even if he does come back, he might be rusty.
Yeah, soft tissue injuries when you don't come back and practice, and when you haven't practiced. And I don't know, I guess Jacobs left town today or something like that. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and he just went there in the third there. Yeah, Robert Jaska saying JT money. They about yeah, JT is where'd he? Oh no, he went in the second. I was like, damn, JT's still there, but no, he went. Hell yeah, but yeah, this thing's been pretty interesting. Yeah, Jacobs left town. He's fed up. So I think there's a chance him and Saquon just I think they're gonna play, but I think they'll both be rusty to start the season.
And Eckler led a Zoom call, I guess, over the weekend between all the running backs.
Yeah, allegedly. Allegedly. They're not gonna admit to it, but I believe it. It makes sense. And I think what it's gonna probably try to be is that they're gonna try to basically they're gonna say we're slot receivers.
They want to get paid. The ones that can catch will get paid
That's what I'm
more
saying. Yeah, get paid more, and rightfully so. They deserve to get paid more. I tell you what, Bijan. By the time Bijan hits free agency, they'll have figured that out, and then he'll be like getting the bag he deserves. It just sucks for guys like C-Mac and Eckler that it's like they're getting screwed by this.
Yeah, they're running out of time.
I know. Yeah, Eckler. I think that's why Eckler is the one that organized it, because he probably feels the most disrespected. Because it's like, considering all he does for that offense, like, and they're paying him. I mean, Keenan Allen and Mike Williams make more than him, and to me, he's the most valuable piece they've got.
Yeah, there was times they had to run, everything through him last year when those guys were banged up.
Yeah, and Robert's right about this. Got to quit ESPN, man. I like the IG Experts League. I mean, it's an OGs league, but I told him, I was like, yo, we got to get off ESPN. Like, ESPN sucks.
ESPN is trash.
It's so trash. I like Higgins better, but hurt AJ Brown, Devontae stack. Oh yeah, like comparing it to the Bengals. Yeah, they're close. They're both elite stacks there. With and also the well, those are the two best. I'll say the Dolphins trio is really nice too if Tua can stay on the field. Tua, Tyreek, and Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, those are the better receivers. But question marks with Tua. Can he remain upright? He's gone to jiu-jitsu, I guess, and got tatted up all over the place to get put on a bunch of weight, and
ooh,
that's the talk down here in South Florida. The Tua transformation, yeah. So I hope he can remain.
Yeah,
upright,
wish him well.
Yeah, because they're a heck of a lot better with him. That's for sure.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna go with. I guess I'll go with my second QB here. Give me Jared Goff.
There you go.
Oh, he's talking about his team. In a real draft, probably would have went Higgins, but I went with the Eagles stack. Shit, I'd have gone Devontae in a real draft. They're close, but I've got Devontae ranked slightly above T. Higgins. The thing I get annoyed with T. Higgins is propensity to get injured in the middle of games. And then if that happens, you're just stuck. Like, he seems to be kind of like, it happened twice last year, and I think once the year before. So it's kind of in a disturbing trend there. So I think he did well by taking Devontae instead, Marty. And I see on this team, yeah, Hurts, AJ, Devontae. I've been looking at all the others, but yeah, I see his team's. He's got the full-on Eagles trio, and yeah, I'm not mad at it. Gino, Dak and Gino.
He's safe. He's safe.
Yeah, they're both safe. Kind of like, I feel like Burrow and Goff are both safe. I feel like, yeah, Dak and Gino also safe.
There's something about that in Superflex. I've heard there's more and more discussion that get safe quarterbacks, especially for your second, your Superflex.
Yeah, like Kirk Cousins, perfect Superflex.
Mm-hmm.
And he went there in the third round.
He went. So, yeah. I would have took him over Gino.
Yeah, facts. Damn, Jameer Gibbs went. I was like,
man,
trying to take Jameer Gibbs in one of these joints.
Be on Gibbs right there.
I knew Andrew would be. That's one of his guys. He gets Gibbs, and like almost every draft we do, he gets Gibbs, and he got him at a value this time. Damn it, and ETN, you're killing me. I'm gonna end up with a shit backfield.
You don't got one yet.
That's what I was saying. I'm the only team in this damn mock without a running back. Oh, well. I'll make do. I'll piecemeal it. Boy, they really cleaned it out, though. Because of these guys, these auto pickers, though, that freaking, they all these running backs normally aren't gone at this point, but these auto pickers swiped them up. Because I don't know why the settings didn't give QBs. I set it to be a 2 QB format, but Sleeper's good, but it's not perfect. It really screwed the auto picks. And because of that, y'all, I'm just going to say, they got 2 thrown off of that. We're not going to do grades tonight. They definitely still draft well and do y'all's best, but, with that factored in, we're not going to grade them. It just got 2 thrown off, unfortunately. But we're going to finish it out. We're going to see how these things play out. So for those that are drafting, well, shit, stack a monster, get a monster stack here, because odds are if you're playing home league, you're gonna have a couple of idiots. So that go in drunk and don't know the settings. So, well, speaking of, damn, I think I forgot that the running back position exists because I got 0, but we'll see here.
Hey, I keep saying this. It's like once we got out of like underdog, crazy, all these people are going receiver heavy. Now we're back to the home leagues. Now the home leagues love the running backs early, but running back early and often. Everybody's going to revert back to getting those RBs.
Yep, it's kind of like pitchers in fantasy baseball. Everyone's like, I'm going to stay away from pitchers this year. They're too injury prone. But it's like, how can you even pass up on an ace? Like, so it's like, that's kind of like with running backs. They're very injury prone, but Aaron Rodgers was still there. That's a great value at this point. But I had to go Dameon Pierce there to get a solid running back, because if I didn't get him, I'd have felt like to me, after Pierce, there's kind of a drop-off. I don't really trust Dobbins, Swift, Dalvin Cook, Akers. I feel like Pierce is the best
Pierce
available.
Is safe. He's safe. Me and you are in line with him. And they brought the OC from Frisco, right? Was that?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, so it'll be a similar – they're going to attempt to run a similar system to Shanny.
So that's nice.
Exactly.
I think people are sleeping on Pierce a little bit. He had a nice stretch last year, and then he kind of cooled off right at the end. But
yeah, then he got hurt at the end. So yeah,
I don't know why people were so like excited for him last year, and then now they're just like they forgot about him. It's like he's still good.
Definitely. And another announcement, y'all, this isn't official yet, but I'm thinking about that we're probably gonna move the mock draft night to Wednesday night. Monday nights are just hectic for me, and I just like it's such a tight schedule. But I'm thinking Wednesdays are a little more free, so if that's cool with you, Justin, and the chat, we're gonna probably make that switch. I feel like everybody does mock draft Monday. Mock draft Monday, mock draft. We're gonna do mock draft Wednesday. We're gonna switch it up. Been trying to switch it up some, like with the rankings. We started off with receivers instead of running backs or quarterbacks. So, just trying to keep it fresh. Trying to keep it fresh. And geez, man, look at this shit. I mean, golly, poor auto team. Jeez, I'm 3 tight ends. What are you doing? What are you doing? And we will have some Saints content for sure. Yeah, the Power Hour. We gotta bring back the Power Hour. Yeah, actually, we'll do those on Monday. If we do Monday, it'll be the Power Hour, Guru Nation Power Hour, which is just like whatever kind of football talk. And then
those were good episodes. I tuned into one of those, the Power Hour. That was
yeah. We're gonna bring those back. We're probably gonna wait till real football starts for those, probably like mid to late August. But we are bringing those back for sure. Those were fun. We will bring them back. Maury Cooper goes here. So that's a pretty good value. I mean, some of these teams. Some of these teams are just getting ridiculously stacked because of the auto picks are just really getting.
Yeah,
the screws put to them. Yeah, we're not grading
no grades
these
tonight. No grades.
No. Which works out good because I wanted to eat dinner before the show, but of course that didn't happen because of my hectic schedule. So my stomach's already growling, and we're not even halfway through. So yeah, sorry y'all. No grades tonight. No grades tonight. Well, the next Wednesday we'll have them. We'll have them next Wednesday, and shoot, maybe we'll bring back the Power Hour early. I don't know. Probably not though, because. I feel like the theme of the Power Hour was there was a lot of like just kind of talk about what was going on in the moment with football, like, and when there's no games being played, it got kind of, I figured it was a good time to put it on a little hiatus and then bring it back when the season got going.
How the Saints looking?
Pretty good. I
mean, they're one of the favorites, right? They're the favorite to win the division. I see that.
Yeah, they are, and rightfully so. Mm-hmm. And rightfully so. We're gonna they're gonna see how things go, and they report to camp. It's the calm before the storm. They haven't really they haven't reported yet, so it's hard to really say too much. But on Friday, we'll get more of an idea of how they're looking. And I'm excited to see what they've got. I think they've got a lot of interesting talent in the secondary that I'm looking to get more familiar with, because as of now, I'm not really messing with the secondary. I'm like, the secondary sucks, but apparently they've got a lot of young talent in there. I'm really looking, that's probably the thing I'm most looking forward to see. Is this young talent in the secondary what they say it is? And if so, I think this defense could still be strong. And with Carr upgrading the passing game, it's a pass first league. You've got to have a secondary. You've got to have a passing attack. I mean, it's a quarterback driven league, and it's going to continue to move in that direction. So we'll see how all that plays out. But that's the thing I'm most looking forward to. And in the offensive line, got to be good in the trenches to protect Carr in order to get the passing game going.
Yeah, I got a middle of the pack. I was looking at some offensive line grades. I had them about 14th.
Yeah, a lot of that I think will be contingent on if Trevor Penning pans out. If Penning ends up a thing, I think they'll, because he's left tackle, I think it's a top 10 offensive line. But if he's a flop, probably more like a 20-something offensive line. Because James Hurst is what he is. He's kind of a liability at left tackle. He's a good spot starter, but he's not someone you want playing all 17. So we'll see how it goes. I think should be solid. The thing that kind of concerns me, though, can Dennis Allen rally these troops? Is Dennis Allen the guy that can get these guys motivated? Because last year it just seemed like the energy was just kind of lacking. But this is the second year. At first I was saying they should have fired him, but looking back on it, deserved the second year because they did improve in the second half of last season. So we'll see what DA is all about. This is a huge year for him as far as not just with the Saints, for him personally. I mean, it's because if he doesn't get it done this year, this might be his final chance to prove that he's a worthy head coach at this level. But we're gonna see how it goes.
Ramczyk. I got him as a top-rated lineman for you guys for the Saints.
Oh yeah, for sure. The thing with him though, he's a right tackle, so it's kind of like, I mean, he's really good, but I think they thought about kicking him to the left side, but it's just like he's so good on the right side that it's like they kind of hate to, switch his position. And it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing.
Then I heard some talk about, I told you earlier, Carr and Thomas, I guess, have been locking in.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, Carr loves to go short. I mean,
yeah, and it's clearly that's been his favorite target thus far. So I don't know.
Yeah, it could be a slight downgrade for Olave, but I still think Olave is going to get his. I'm not worried about that.
All right, let's see.
I think he'll catch at least 80 passes.
Oh, he jumped. Did he grab Waller?
Yeah, Waller's going.
Oh, wow.
All right. Efrod doing his thing. And yeah, you're right, Marty. I went Judy there in the 6. I felt like it was just too good to pass up right there. And sure enough, a gang of receivers went after him. D-Hop, Scary Terry, Christian Watson, and DJ Moore.
Yeah, I'm going to go where there's more good news about Javonte not being on the pup. So
there you go.
Grab him there.
Another running back off the board, limiting my options.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
He might not, week one could be a little slow for him, but, from there, he could really take off. I guess they were saying the injury is, not quite, or he's checked off more boxes along the way than Dobbins did at this point last year. They're saying, and I'm not a doctor, but they're saying just he looks like he's checking more of those boxes you need to check in order to be healthy. So, as long as they keep coming up with good medical reports, I mean, he'll keep moving up draft boards.
That is very true. All right, James Conner. Okay. Where is Dalvin playing this year?
I mean, I still think Miami, but he's just waiting. He says, this is, the most important decision of my life. I deserve time to to wait on this. It's like camps are starting. It's very bizarre, these running backs, the way this is all going.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to take him here, but it's just, is it worth the risk? You know what? I'll keep kicking the can, and I'll just hate doing it, but man, he's not dead yet.
But
Kyle Pitts, like, I mean, I normally don't take mid-round tight ends, but it's like he's not dead yet. I think this is his chance to show that he's still a thing.
He's gonna be heavily I mean, I recently I was looking at him and Kittle side by side, and I've moved over to the Pitts side now. I had Kittle ranked higher, but I just think that he's going to be more of a focal point than Kittle, where so many weapons all spread out. And Kittle will have like a 2 touchdown game here and there, and you'll be like, oh wow, he's great, but you're not going to have the consistency. They have like 30 yards and nothing. So Pitts,
yeah, that's true. I mean, Pitts was pretty much all nothing last year, but if he can get right, then yeah, he was pretty consistent as a rookie. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be him and London and then Bijan.
Yeah, it should be a nice offense.
You could kind of consolidate, and where it's coming from, which is great for fantasy.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun offense. Like, honestly, I think that's the best offense in the NFC South. I'll be real. Just their defense is still kind of down, but their offense is nice. I mean, you get freaking 3 years in a row. Pitts, London, Bijan. I would hope he'd have a nice offense. And you spent your freaking first-round draft picks on skill players. They think they thought the NFL draft was a fantasy draft.
Yeah, they got a top 10 offensive line too.
Yeah, it's just can Desmond Ridder be a thing? I mean, that's really that's the question.
And I've been looking at strength of schedules. They also have like one of the good strengths of schedules. They have matchups against like weak defenses: Green Bay, Houston, Tampa Bay twice, Arizona, Chicago. I mean, they have all these good matchups, and you put those two together, they get a little bump. The Atlanta skill guys.
Yeah, they sure do. And another PSA, we're gonna cut the clock to 30 seconds here after the 7th round. Because I don't know about y'all, but I mean, I'm having fun, but I'm also hungry and got stuff to do, so we're gonna try to move this thing along. Damn, that was loud. Let me shut that crap off. Stupid sleeper with the unnecessary noises. Normally they just go like, that one went like extremely loud. I was like,
yeah,
was that really necessary?
So the other thing about Dalvin, he could end up with the Jets, Spencer.
I don't like that because Breece Hall's going to be there.
These reports for Breece are just getting worse and worse. And, I could see something happening there that, obviously we wouldn't like for fantasy, but for real football, that's a good move for the Jets. So I think they are. Yeah. New England's been looking at running backs too. They had Leonard Fournette come in for a workout. That would hurt Stevenson, and Cook's still a chance there. I mean, there's still some of these free agent running backs out there that could really significantly hurt fantasy values of some of these guys.
Yeah, that's very true. Kareem Hunt's still there. Yeah, we talked about that on Bayou Bets today with on the bet.noah.com about how the these looming free agents at running back could be thorns in the side, or they could be like if they've got injuries or holdouts, like if Saquon and Jacobs hold out, then freaking they'll sign Lenny or some shit. Just somebody that can chew up touches.
Did James Robinson just went to the Giants, right?
Did he?
I believe so. Let me see.
Wow.
Let's look at that.
I don't think. I think that would have been Twitter would have been going crazy.
James Robinson.
Oh, they did. They did. Wow.
Yeah, yep.
Wow, James Robinson and the Giants. That went
they're
under the radar. Because they talked about.
Barkley.
I heard about the Cole Beasley thing, but James Robinson, damn.
And then Lenny, he worked out in New England, and he's a good receiving back. And Stevenson, I mean, he caught a lot of balls, but he didn't do a lot with it. So that could hurt Stevenson. I know you think Fournette's washed, but
oh yeah, definitely. He's garbage. Trash. I mean, if New England signs him, it's a joke.
I think he's only 27, isn't he? How old is he, Leonard Fournette?
I mean, he can still catch.
You could see Belichick, trusting the veteran too. That when he goes there. I mean, I haven't been that big of a Stevenson fan. I didn't think he was that great coming out of a prospect, but I mean, he's proved a lot of people wrong, and they like him in New England. So eventually, in fantasy, we got to kind of get on board because they're getting the work. I mean, if you get the work, then you're fantasy viable most of the time.
Definitely. So, and we'll see what happens with the Bills. Marty just brought up Nyheim Hines. Well, I just drafted Dalvin Cook. I felt like at the 8th round I had to do it.
Oh, there you go. He slid to there. Nice.
Yeah, I got him in a
played running back roulette, and it worked, huh?
Yeah, Dameon Pierce and Dalvin Cook. I'll take that.
There you go.
Kind of helps so that the
let's see here. What's left on the board here? Well, I mean, I got this guy. I've been drafting him a lot. Did I draft? Let's see here. Okay, yeah. I just think Tyler Lockett is being slept on. He's been just as good as DK Metcalf over the past several years. I mean, number-wise, you want to put them up side by side. They're not that different. And I just think he's solid. I know the JSN thing. I'm aware of that, but I don't think it's really going to take away from either one of them. I just think they're going to throw even more. And then, it's a nice little stack there with Geno. I complete the stack with Geno.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Tyler Lockett. He's someone that a lot of people have been. I noticed his ADP's kind of leveled off because I feel like people were just completely disrespecting him. So right now I feel like some people are kind of back on his train because it's the fact is he's a 1,000-yard, 8 tugs guy a year, and that's hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
And another one that's getting slept on, man, Deontay Johnson. There's a lot of value to be had in these mid-rounds. Guys like Deontay, Hollywood, Christian Kirk, all these guys can end up 1,000-yard receivers. Hell, even Mike Evans, as bad as the Bucs suck.
Yeah,
Mike Evans has been a 1,000-yard receiver every year of his career.
Yeah, he's a lock for 1,000, and if you really crunch the PPR numbers last year, I don't know, he averaged 11 points per game, and everybody going in that range averaged 10 points per game. If you really look, that's only a point, but just showing that he's better than a lot of those guys in that range. And
yeah, I think it was Baker Mayfield though. Gosh, that is wow. Oh, I gave you Evan Ingram.
Oh, good.
Auto Evan Ingram. Auto did you a favor.
I like Evan Ingram.
Oh yeah,
he's one of the tight ends. I don't mind here in the middle rounds. There's kind of a cutoff there. Actually, he's about the last one. Freiermuth, him, yeah.
Sweet. Funny how things work out. I'm gonna go ahead. You know what? I hate that. I'm gonna have to rain on the.
Let's hear it.
No, I'm going to go post-hype. A.J. Dillon. I'm going to go post-hype with A.J. Dillon. I think this is going to be the year he's going to take Aaron Jones' job. Damn it. Maybe not. But I still think, even if he doesn't, I still think they'll work in tandem. And then with Jordan Love, they're going to be conservative. So, and yeah, Marty brings up a good point. You're still on auto, Justin. So make sure to shut that off before it gets back to you.
Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I see that. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And Jahan Dotson, man, that's who I almost took him instead of Dillon, but I've got 3 stud receivers. I felt like I needed a running back more there. Thought about Samaje as well, but I don't know, man. A.J. Dillon, I'm still buying the talent. I still believe he's an elite talent. He got the Quadzilla, man, and he's going to score touchdowns. I'll take a chance.
Yeah. So I did a little thing. I'm doing a little write up on Dr. Roto about offensive line and strength of schedule combined. And Green Bay made they fit both thresholds. They're a top 12 offensive line, and they have a top 1, 2, 3, 4 schedule, strength of schedule versus defenses. So they hit both thresholds where they were, in the top 12 of both. So Green Bay, they play a bunch of at Atlanta or at Chicago, Atlanta, Las Vegas. The Rams are going to be horrible defensively. The Giants, Tampa Bay. So they have the fourth best running back schedule. So I'm actually bumping up Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon because of that.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, we know at LaFleur they're gonna run the ball. That's why him and Rodgers would always clash, because I mean LaFleur would always be handed off, and Rodgers would be like, "Well, I'm Aaron fucking Rodgers."
Yeah, I mean Jordan Love, they can't rely on him to, go win the game. They have to use both of those guys.
Watch LaFleur is going to open up the playbook just to troll Rodgers. Let Jordan Love throw it 50 times a game.
That could get ugly.
Exactly. Yeah, he's not that stupid, but that's why I like Dillon, because I think it's still going to be run heavy.
Solid flex.
Definitely. I got him and Judy in my 2 flex spots, Goff in my super flex. Yeah, I'm good with this starting lineup now. I just got to fill out the 5 bench spots, which made it the auto idiots, the auto picks, like the idiots, like, oh, it's the, AI being stupid, helped us out. For all those that think AI is taking over, don't fret. Just look at these teams that were auto picked. Trash.
What is that?
Suck on that, robots.
There's like some fantasy pages giving out like AI predictions or something like that. Like,
oh hell no.
Yeah, they were saying, "Oh, this is what AI says who you should draft."
Well, if you listen to AI, you will lose. I can guarantee you that.
It's the same thing like we're going like with these 0 RB strategies and all this stuff.
Yeah, if you're gonna listen to AI, you might as well listen to the counselor. At least the counselor gets his blood pressure up for you. As stupid as he is. Let's see.
You could try some of that stuff in best ball, some of those strategies.
Yeah, if you're just trying to just say screw it and have fun.
Do some different strategies, because you got to like differentiate yourself against these large field tournaments with the creative lineup, a different lineup.
Oh, no. Ah, damn it, I autoed. I was making fun of AI.
It's the guy. You didn't want Treylon.
Oh, it got me. I was talking shit.
I'll trade you for him.
Yeah, I'll have to make a trade.
You were talking shit about him, and they gave him to you.
Man, this thing. AI music is fire. Yeah, it can be. It can be. I still much prefer to the good old days when it comes to music. I like a lot older stuff, a lot of EDM stuff. It's good when you're blasted, but like, I don't know. I still like the more guitar based music. Devon A-Chain, good pick, brother. Treylon Burks, what the hell? I'd almost rather Tony. I hate both of them.
It's Tony.
Tony went right after Burks.
Oh, there he is.
Man, this made me sick.
That knee injury, honestly. I
wanted Zay Flowers, and then of course Andrew gets him. Great minds think alike. Shout out to Andrew. Hey Andrew, I'll swap Burks and Flowers, bro. I wanted Flowers. Stupid
good pick
freaking
of Flowers.
Yeah, I was goofing off, y'all. You can do that in mocks, it's okay, but in the real draft, just remember, be sharp. Even if you're drinking a few, don't get too drunk to where you start picking freaking wanting to Drew Brees to come out of retirement or some crap. That ain't happening. That's the alcohol talking. Is it? Be careful, y'all.
I'll tell you, I'm starting to get excited for Zay Flowers, Spencer.
Yeah, same. I wanted Zay Flowers. That was my
Yeah.
pick. I was like, I don't know. I was looking at running backs. I was kind of scrolling through the running backs, and I was going to go back and pick Zay, but then I forgot he had 30-second clock. So
With Todd, I'm starting to buy into this Todd Monken stuff. You know,
same. I'm buying it.
And
I'm
now
buying what they're selling with
Bateman
that.
can't get back on the field yet, and then OBJ is, OBJ, who knows? And Zay is going to be, the safest here. And he was a really, really good prospect, man. He like killed it at the Shrine Bowl. He was like the best wide receiver there, and like he's explosive. I mean, he had some of that, like where he gets in and out of those breaks real quick, like off the line, and he can get loose. I mean, I'm on the clock here. Let me.
Don't pull on me.
Yeah,
you got lucky. It gave you Evan Ingram.
Yeah,
that's
a nice.
It gives me stupid Burks. The one I didn't want.
That's a nice tight end, man. I didn't even mean to do that. Yeah, let me see here. All right. Did I auto again?
They gave you Schultz.
Oh, jeez.
These 30-second timers.
Oh, it said brutal. A minute, but it's only 30.
They're brutal. For real leagues, y'all do a minute. Don't do 30 seconds for the real draft. A minute's good because I feel like 2 minutes anyway. There's always that one guy that uses the whole clock and makes the draft take way longer than it should. But at 2 minutes, it's not bad. I mean, a minute's not bad.
I was trying to do some Zay Flowers analysis, and then I ended up with Dalton Schultz.
God damn. Yeah, Marty's getting a kick out of it. Yeah, at least I got a good third QB there. I took Kenny Pickett, got him in the best ball joint. I just feel good about Pickett this year. As far as talk about safe, I think he's very safe. Doesn't have much upside, but very safe.
He runs a little bit too.
Exactly. I feel like he's very, very safe. And so for my third QB in that, not this league, but in that other league, I'm thinking about, well, I don't want to say his name because there might be some people listening there, but let's just say it's a guy that runs for my third QB. So, but I'll let y'all know about that whenever it goes down. By the time our next mock goes, that best ball team will probably be completed. So, be interested to share that with y'all. See how the best ball joint ended up my first best ball of the year. I didn't get in. I know you were getting in on all those early best balls, Justin, but I stayed away from those. I was trying to having a detox, a fantasy detox there in April, but once May came around, back on my degenerate shit. So, yeah. Man, we still got 3 rounds to go. Come on, y'all. Chop, chop. Let's go. But it's been fun, y'all. Thanks again for everyone rocking with us. Couldn't do it without y'all. My apologies if I'm a little off. I just want some dinner right now, man. I'm just like, I'm kind of ready for this thing to end. But I can't wait for next week, though, because Mondays, man, Mondays burn me out because I've just got so much going on with my Betnola shit. But we'll do it Wednesdays starting next week, and I'll be a lot more lively and energetic and hopefully not hungry. Hopefully be just chilling, have a beer in hand, just hanging out, and also having fun because I know that's y'all. I know what y'all tune in for is to have fun with this stuff. So, and speaking of having fun, we've got one of the most, arguably the most lit analysts in the industry. I know I say I'm the most lit, but he just dropped off in the Matrix again. But you already know him. He's gonna be on soon. We're gonna save it for when he comes on. The grand intro. Cole Kmet. That's a good value for Kmet. I think Kmet's a sneaky tight end one. Dalton Kincaid goes. I know you like Kincaid, Justin.
Yeah, he's interesting. He could. I mean, it's a chance he could be like the wide receiver 2 there. I mean, it's in the range of outcomes. Gabe Davis hasn't shown any consistency, so.
Right.
Shakir didn't have that great of a year last year, and they didn't really bring anyone else in. So, they went out and selected him in the first round. He's a pass catcher. He's not a blocker. He's there to catch passes. So,
yeah, that's very true. We'll bring on our next guest here. We'll make this pick. And you know what? Since he got activated today, we're going to select him here. Kendre Killer Miller. We got Killer Miller there.
Oh, did they activate him?
Yeah, activated today. And let's activate this next guest out of the Matrix. Y'all, you already know him, man. Bogart Scott Free.
Hey. Shout out to the Guru Nation.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're live and lit, man. Glad you could pull up, man. We go finishing up this mock here, the final few rounds.
Yeah, man. Just figure I'd pull up, say what's up real quick. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
A little Monday action. You know what I mean?
Yeah, mock draft Monday. Yeah, this is my buddy Justin from Fantasy Follow, writer for Dr. Roto. I don't know if y'all done a live together, but yeah.
My friends call me Bogey.
How you been, man?
I'm pretty good, man. Yourself?
Doing good, doing good.
Marty in the building, saying what up to Bogey.
So when I was back there before y'all brought me on, who had just what round is it? Somebody just drafted Kincaid?
Yeah, in the 12th here as their second tight end, they had Chig and then got Kincaid.
Okay, not bad. Single, what's the Superflex?
Yeah, Superflex. Yeah.
Yeah,
it got screwed up because the guy at the 101 didn't realize it was Superflex, and so it took CMC, and it kind of threw everything off.
Happens.
Yeah,
I mean, that's why we do these mocks, right? You know what I mean? Also, too, just fantasy, rule of thumb, just check out the format. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it clearly says when we scroll up here, it clearly says Superflex. I'm not trying to hide it from them.
Where you drafting from?
I had the 7 spot. I got Joey B, CD, Olave, Goff. I freaking rattled them off right off the rip.
That's what you meant. So people started racking off like skill guys, and then the other guys that do Superflex, they start racking off the QBs.
Definitely. Because some of the ways these teams are hella stacked. And then auto pick screwed over guys like this with 3 tight ends. Like, what the hell?
See, that's so weird too, because like, why would Sleeper give them the extra tight ends? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that didn't make any sense. Well, they got 2 flex spots.
Queued up. He might got it queued up.
Maybe he did. Maybe he set a queue and then left and forgot, and then it just kind of screwed everything up.
Just jump ship. He threw the parachute on and was just like.
I guess, because that didn't make any sense. I'm gonna go with another player. Me and you like Bogey, Romeo Dobbs here in the 13th. I got AJ Dillon and Dobbs. I feel like the Packers offense, everyone's just shitting on them because Rodgers is gone, but it's still Matt LaFleur. It's still a solid system. I don't think they're just going to go to being trash.
I mean, as long as they can establish the run, there's going to, they're going to be able to play action down the field, and they're going to take shots. And I think they're going to take a lot of shots because I think they'll be playing from behind a lot. And I think that defense is going to suck bad.
Yeah, their defense. That's why I'm down on them. And Vegas is down on them as far as the NFC North race. They probably got the worst defense in the division, which is another thing why Rodgers wanted out of there. He's probably like, hey, this
makes me really love those linebackers, though, for IDP. Like, Quay Walker's going to beast. I mean, they were so bad on defense last year. As a rookie, he had I think 70 solos. So it's like.
Yeah, him and Devondre Campbell are going to be really good. We get so many tackles. Yeah, I got it. The only IDP I got in our best ball joint is Logan Wilson so far, but there's a lot of value still to be had there. A lot of depth at linebacker.
I only got. It's funny. I was gonna take. I got Frankie Louvu, and I was gonna take.
And you took Petrie too, right?
Yeah, and I was seeing right there. I was gonna go who was it? I was thinking about maybe CJ Mosley or something like that, but then he goes right after me. And then I'm like, but then I took Ritter too. That's another thing. I was like,
yeah, you got a third QB. That was smart. Yeah. I didn't take one.
I was like, because I was watching these people that were letting it drop, and I'm like, I'm not gonna make it easy for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Through that, you know what I'm
saying? Yeah, like Huss in that one. Huss, all he has is Kyler Murray as his second QB. Huss is kind of naked at his super flex spot.
Oh, so he don't have a second QB there.
No, I'm thinking about taking my third. I picked one before him, and then when this thing turns back, I'm thinking about taking my third QB. This sniper.
I ain't gonna front. I almost took Mac Jones where I took Elijah Moore.
Yeah, I almost took Mac Jones too, but I couldn't pass on Zay Flowers, man. Zay Flowers, so much.
And then I got to thinking sensible. I was like, why am I really trying to screw people over? And I might even bad fantasy karma wise. I'm like, it's kind of overkill. I'd rather have the skill guy that already got 3 QBs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you can't trade in best ball, so
no. And then at the same time, too, is like, I mean, Baker's pretty much the cutoff, and he's like the last starter.
I think Baker's still there. I might have to just play it ugly and take Baker.
You know what
I think Baker, I think the only starter left. So,
I mean, you know, he starts. Well, because once I snatched the third off, you know what I mean? A few other people did.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be back. I gotta go change the diaper. Apparently.
All good, bro.
Tagging me in. Yeah, I'll be back.
Cool. Because yeah, Justin, I don't know if you do the IDP any, but that throws a whole new wrinkle into the Superflex and in the best ball and all that.
Yeah, I'm sure. You know, you got to get guys that get tackles, right? That's the big thing.
Yeah. Monty Rice, he's a tackling machine for the Titans. So yeah, you got to figure out who the middle linebackers are for these teams, and then if you can identify who, that's who you should target. Because unless some IDP leagues don't score tackles though. So for those that don't score tackles, also in that case, look more to edge rushers. But in ones that do score tackles, the middle linebackers tend to be king.
I'll go with the other guy, the other Green Bay guy, to fill it out.
Yeah, that makes sense. He could do well. And I say you took Trey Lance. You think Lance could maybe start or get traded?
I don't. It's still open. I mean, it's going to be a competition, right? But we'll see. I mean, I think.
Well, it's going to be Brock's job if he's healthy.
Brock, yeah.
That's why I still think they might trade Lance because Darnold's a decent backup. So it's like they might trade Lance if someone, depending on how injuries shake out.
I hope they do. I mean, he's talented.
Yeah, I hope so too. It'll be a shame to see him rot on the bench because he's definitely a starting caliber talent.
It's not really his fault that he got hurt last year. So
yeah, and it's like they basically bailed on him. That's so it seems, but
that's what I say. Sometimes the talent, gets it doesn't match the opportunity. Not all the time. I mean, Antonio Gibson's another one that. I feel like has been kind of misused and, so, I mean, I feel like these coaches they're the best coaches in the world and they make mistakes, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, y'all, again, my apologies. I wish I was, more feeling it, but Mondays are just they're just got a lot going on Mondays as compared to. It's weird how my schedule works. Like I got a lot of work on Monday, but I try to get it knocked out. So we're gonna move this thing to Wednesday. So they could be a little more chill and kick back and not so in a rush. But well, that being said, we're gonna sign off of this one. Appreciate everyone that tuned in. Hopefully have more Bogey next week and some other guests. And, of course, Justin here. And before we sign off, let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, I'm on drroto.com, putting articles up there, drroto.com. He's got a ton of content up there on a daily basis with rankings and you name it, articles every day. So guy's like a Hall of Famer. And it's like an honor and pleasure to be a part of something like that. So check it out. And then all my stuff is on fantasy.follow on Instagram. Spencer and I are putting our rankings up this week. We've got wide receivers up tonight. So just check it out. See what you think. We had a lot of similarities, but we had some good differences too. So, there's going to be people debating on there and we'll be doing all skill positions this entire week. We'll do tight ends and then quarterbacks and running backs. So, just another source of information to check out and see kind of where these guys are going in drafts and how we value them and continue iron to sharpen iron.
100%. So that being said, y'all know where to find me at Spencer the Guru and bet.nola.com. Next Wednesday, y'all is going to be on Wednesdays from now on because, man, I feel like I'm about to run out of gas. But until then, thank y'all for tuning in. Spencer the Guru. Peace out. Hello, what's up, Guru Nation?